Allison, I guess biggest thing, what y'all take away from the road, that first big road trip, still in the road trip?
Yeah, it definitely was a big road trip, big travel. Definitely just that we can play in any gym, we can play with any team, no matter how far we have to travel to get there. It's just a game, same as it would be here.
Is it tough to kind of get into a mentality where you kind of know you're going to be on the road for a month? I know you still come back and you kind of do that, but I guess is it tough to get into a routine when you're on the road?
Yeah, traveling definitely takes a little more out of you, the long flights and having to pack and everything, but just getting to know you get to play wherever you get to go is super exciting, and so that makes the travel worth it.
You guys can learn a lot about yourself after a loss. What did you learn about going in a really tight game against Long Beach State, and it comes really down to the wire in each of those sets? What do you feel like you guys were able to take away from that?
Yeah, I'd say we stayed really competitive, even at the end when points were very valuable and no one backed away, no one went shy with anything. We all stayed super just at it, and then no one backed away from anything, and I think that was something really great that we can take from that.
You see a young player like Brooke Hannis come out and have a really, strong tournament there. What have you seen from her and just the way she's kind of been able to evolve, obviously being a freshman?
Yeah, she came out and responded really well, just being thrown into pressure situations as a freshman, and she handled it super well and came in and gave us some big swings on the right side, and it really helped us out.
Did you guys get a chance to do anything off the court when you were in California? I mean, did you guys get a chance to go and do some sightseeing or anything like that?
Yeah, one night we actually got to go to the beach, which was super fun. We got to have dinner on the beach and make s'mores and tell scary stories, and there was even a cornhole tournament going on, and we just got to hang out as a team and just kind of create memories. It was really fun.
Did you tell any scary stories?
I did not. I was just scared by all of them. I was just listening.
Do you have any scary stories that you can tell us now?
I don't have any. Sarah Redding is the scary storyteller, so you'll have to go to her for those.
And something like Coach mentioned a lot during the preseason was finishing those matches and whatnot. Obviously, they've gone both ways this season, where you've lost close ones, won close ones. But has there been something different that you've seen from this team's attitude in those close games this year?
For sure, just like that aggressive nature, just that it doesn't matter what point it is, we're not backing down, and we're going to go and take a big swing no matter what. Just not backing down from anything, playing the same no matter what.
You also have some bright spots too in Missy and Allison, of course, being named to the all-tournament team. What did you see from them, and what did you like about their performance?
Yeah, we had a lot of bright spots. Allison was her typical self, really efficient offensively, puts up a great block. Never anything flashy, and then you look at the box score and you see how lights out she was. And so it was great for her to get recognized that way. Missy had a really solid weekend as well. Pretty much showed her complete game, and it was good for her to get home and do that. But Katie Keenan, Emily, the whole group, they had a nice weekend.
Which I know you kind of talked about the month-long road trip. I guess how do you kind of prepare a team for that? I know you guys do come back and all that, but I guess just in terms of trying to get into a routine, just try and get the girls consistent, so to speak. How do you kind of do that?
This is the hardest week because we had to take yesterday off, and today is our one practice day, true practice day of the week. So we've got a lot to cram in today. It's going to be a long workout today, but we've also had a couple days for everybody to kind of sit on it and reflect on how the weekend went and know what they want to do today. So I'm expecting us to have a great workout. But, as far as the routine, we just take it week by week. We don't look at it as one massive 12, match road trip. It's got to be week by week, and we can compartmentalize it a little bit and let the girls get into somewhat of a routine when they go to class, and, they're back with their friends and doing some other things that they would consider part of their normal routine. So, we've been doing this for a long time, so it's not really that. I don't think it's wearing on us or anything. I think we're going to be just fine.
And Coach, you mentioned facing adversity, obviously, throughout this trip, but also finishing in general being a big theme of this season based off what we talked about preseason and everything. Was there something specifically in that match, but really this road trip as a whole that you saw was a different attitude or not about attitude, but a different confidence that you saw from this team during that trip?
Yeah, we've been able to respond pretty well in general. We haven't gotten off to great starts, and that's something we got to correct. We've been pretty slow starting over this last week, starting with the Rice match, actually. And so we've got to do a better job. It's one thing to feel good about the matchup and be confident about where you're going to be successful, and then a whole other thing to follow through and actually do it. And that's the step we've got to take. So I think we're prepping them the right way. I think they come in wanting to do the right thing, and then it just starts off a little flat. So if we can get our starts under control, then we're going to be in better shape.
But has that almost accentuated the fight this team has to come back with, with slower starts to matches, but then to come back and win, or at least, push matches?
Yeah, absolutely. You saw it in the Irvine match for sure. We did not start off that match well, but we felt really good about the match going into it. And then they came out and played better than us. And so then we kind of regrouped and just turned it on and never looked back. But, that's a dangerous game to play when you're going to be giving up a lead or dropping a set early on, especially on the road. We've got to correct that. But I think we're on the right track.
And overall, are the girls excited to have, these different road trips that they get to experience before you get into conference play?
Yeah, we've been looking forward to this schedule for a long time. The players really enjoy getting out and seeing some different teams and playing against some people they don't know that well, and seeing some places we haven't been to. So Irvine was a great trip. Santa Barbara will be the same way this weekend, and we'll just keep going. And but so far, so good.